Yeah, just 1 minute, just 1 minute. I'm not doing anything. I'm just checking one content here. Just one. Okay, so like when we'll start tomorrow, we'll go by hop like general troubleshootings in checkpoint, like warlog messages, working with interface, troubleshooting general idea, CPU tool, adding license, and while adding license, we face the trouble, some issue. Then we can how we can troubleshoot. Okay, then we can see like FW monitor, TCP dump, then VPN troubleshooting, then core Excel, secure Excel, cluster Excel, how we can do the debugging. So all will be the part of CCTA and CCTE.
Oh, that'd
Okay.
be very good. Yeah. And one more thing, if you could please add, if possible, migration upgrade. Like, let's say you are
Yeah.
moving from one 8040 to 8182 or something, and then you want to move the hardware and the software, like replace. What do you do? Plan how? It'd be nice if we have. It's not.
Yeah. So upgrade definitely upgrade I will add, and like how we can do the army part. And army generally we can't perform in the lab, but
Uh-huh.
yes, I can explain the state like how we generally do in the production. Like
If you need any real hardware, I can get some hardware. So that also no problem.
yeah, then it is fine. So we'll see the army part also. So army part means like we are replacing our existing box with some new box, right?
Exactly, exactly. Like they'll say we
So
need a new box.
right. So when we are trying to replace any box, we need to follow some prerequisite like take the proper backup, do the proper cabling of the existing box, and then on new box we generally do some configuration like management configuration, interface configurations. So these are the basic stuffs, and then we generally, if it is in HA, then we need to put the device in HA, and after we need to do seek reset. So we'll see
Yep.
all the things. Once we reset the seek and put the devices in cluster, and once we push the policy from a smart console, it is going to sync from all the configuration from the active box to the new box, whatever we have added after RMA. Okay.
Mhm.
So like today, I'm going to show little bit about some command like about CPU and TCP dump and like how we can run it and what is the meaning of all the company. We'll try to write one command here. Just one. For example, if I'm writing this command, I'm just taking this IP as a source 10 to 10. Sometimes in the production, if you are not sure about the destination, okay, so we can put source only, okay. Don't worry about it. From tomorrow, we'll try to see all the things hope by hope, like from CCT and CCT perspective. Today, I'm just going to discuss a little bit about TCP/DOM, CPU tools, what are three-tier architectures in Checkpoint. Because it is very, very important to understand three-tier architecture before doing any troubleshootings. Like, what is the general communication between our SMS and gateway? What is the role of SMS and gateway? I hope you guys are aware this part, or we need to explain.
The basic part for me, I'm okay. I'm like three-tier architecture, the management pushing policies to firewall, making policies source and destination. So it's kind of like that level I know, but inside the hood, how when what happens when you push a policy, what happens under the hood, where is it going, what things like that, I'm not very good at.
Okay. So forget to start this. So this is just the normal lab setup. We'll do all the things accordingly as per our content.
Okay. We have a firewall. We have a
Yes, sure. While doing troubleshooting of HA, we definitely do HA setup. So at the moment, this box is working as a SMS as well as gateway. Why I did it? Because of resources. Because in checkpoint take high resources like CPU and memory. So because of that, I have on single box. It is working as a gateway as well as SMS. So for the lab purpose, it is fine. For example, TCP dump. If you want to run TCP dump command, FW monitor, CP view. So for that types of command, this device is fine. If you want to do like HA parts, then we need to put the devices in HA. Okay, that will see. So at the moment, this device is working as a standalone. Yeah, sure. Sure. Just 1 minute. Okay, so TCP dump. What is TCP dump? TCP dump is just a tool. We can say FW monitor is also tool. TCP dump is not only used in checkpoint. TCP dump is used in every almost like in a load balancer, almost all the Linux based systems where Linux commands generally run, not only checkpoint. TCP dump is a tools we can say. With the help of TCP dump, we can see the behavior of the traffic, like what is happening in between source and destination, like who is sending SIM, who is sending CMAC, who is sending reset message. So it is very important tools to do the basic level of troubleshooting. Okay. So for example, TCP dump, this is the we can say naming, we can say the tools. What is dash NNI? So I means interface, and N basically indicate like we are telling to don't convert any IP with any FQDN. Just display as it is like numeric number. Don't convert IP to FQDN. So that is the reason we use it as NNI here. So I the interface N indicates to don't convert IP to any FQDN. Because you want to analyze the traffic, so we can't analyze in FQDN, right? We need to analyze on the basis of source and destination. So that is the reason we mentioned dash NNI. Okay. And this indicates the source. And if you want, like for example, your destination is Google DNS, so we can use uh, destination like this. Okay. For example, you are not sure about destination. Someone in the company, in the production, there was one incident in our queue, and they are saying I'm not able to access this destination, and destination is hosted somewhere on the internet, but user is not aware about the destinations. He he only know about the source IP. So how we can do that? So we can run the same command, and instead of destination, we can keep blank. And if you're sure about the port, you can use port here.
So it can be, this is host is usually any, but it could be source or destination. It's just what like open.
Yeah. So this could be the source or destination. So there is no any defined rule. We can put source first or destination. It's up to you. For example, this is the source, this is the destination. But you can put this here also, and this can here.
Got it.
So yeah. So order is not important here. We can put anywhere. So this is basically the source. This is the destinations. For example, if you're not sure about the source IP, you are sure about the subnet, and you are doing some troubleshooting, and user are telling, I'm not sure about the source, but this is our network subnet we are using while communicating to the destinations. So at that times, what we can do, we can run same command, but we can use here network. And if you're sure about, okay, this is the part of /24, so we can use here /24. So whatever the source, whatever the IP will come under this subnet, all traffic is going to show on the firewall in the productions. So this is how TCP play vital role while doing troubleshootings. Okay. Let me show something here. Just let me try to log in if firewall is open now. Actually, checkpoint take much time to get the up and other things. Yeah, now it is up. Okay, so if you want to run the TCP dub command, we need to go on the expert. Will only work on the expert, not in clease mode. So in checkpoint, we have expert mode and clease mode. Clease basically can't show up in router. Generally, we have like configuration mode, and before that, whatever I'm not recalling that things. So it is similar like in checkpoint, like clease and expert. So some command, for example, if you want to see the interface status, routing, BGP part, we can do with the help of clease. And if you want to run some command like uh, watchdog command, TCP dump, FW monitors, for that we need to run on the expert mode. Okay. One more thing in checkpoint, it is very, very helpful. For example, uh, if you're not sure about some commands, you don't know the command. So, help command is very, very important and it's play vital role. So, for examples, if you run this command, cpwd and underscore admin, and if you are putting help, so it will show all the command what will start from the cpwd. Okay, so we can, for examples, if you want to start the CPD daemon, so we'll try to see what is CPD daemon. So CPD daemon basically play vital role in between our security management server and gateway communication, like SIG communications. So for example, there is SIG broken in the production, and so our first approach to check the services like CPD is running or not. If CPD is not running, means we need to fix it. So sometimes tags suggest, okay, please restart the CPD daemon. So if you're not sure of the command, like how you can restart the services, CPD. So we need to just run the cpwd underscore admin and then help commands. It will show all the command related to cpwd. So cpwd is a checkpoint watchdog daemon. It's work to monitor all the critical processes, all the critical, we can say like daemons like CPD, FWD, FWM. So we'll try to see all the things in our upcoming sessions. Okay. Okay, cpwd underscore. For example, at the moment, almost all the services, all the daemons is running, right? In a state, we are able to see E means educated. If we are able to see T means it is terminated, means something wrong. So we need to fix that issue. Maybe sometimes we need to take help from TAC also. Maybe sometimes we are stuck in the productions, but at least we need to be handle at least 90%, 85% in the backend, and then we can take the TAC on the call and we'll do the rest of the part. Because sometimes issue comes in the productions where vendor guys is required. Okay. Okay, so let
Is
me come to the TC product. Yes, yes.
Is there a way we can find out more details about like FWD or FWM, what they do, or FCPM?
Yes, 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 yes.
Oh,
I will definitely explain. So,
okay.
FWM is main work. For example, so let me share a little bit about FWM. So, FWM is we can say like it's mostly work on the security management server.
Uh,
And for example, in a smart console, basically we are putting our management server IP, right? So it's visual work to get communication between the smart console applications and the security management server. Okay. For example, if you run this command API status, and at the moment AFWM is started. For example, you are trying to access your security management server, and on a smart console, you are trying to put the IP address of the management server. But we are getting some error. We are not able to access the security management server through a smart console. So our first approach to check the FWM should be started. FWM and CPM. So FWM, CPM both work to related to our smart console and security management server communications. We'll see in depth also, but I just mentioned a little bit about FWM and CPM. So this is the basic work of FWM and CPM. Okay. So if both services, if both daemon will not run, means we can't access our security management server with the help of a smart consoles. So this is the first approach to do troubleshoot while accessing your security management server. And if you're not able to access, first step to check the API status and CPWM and FW should be started. If it is stopped, then it will not, we can't access our devices. Okay, let me try to initiate some traffic. If everything is good, maybe you can access something on the internet here. And then we'll try to do TCP dumps, and then we'll try to see in the WhatsApp also. Okay, so I think we need to check on the smart consoles because I built this lab. It has some time, so let me check. Like we have the role or not.
no problem.
In lab environment, maybe we can see some glitch, some slowness, and other stuff. But in production, if you're working, we'll see all the things kind of fast and proper response because we in production we are using proper license and proper hardware, maybe physical devices, maybe VM based devices. But in lab environment, we are using kinds of all dumb kinds of things because so maybe we can see some slowness and but yes, it is fine to learn and troubleshoot. We can do one more thing. Here we can run this command and we can see the behavior. Okay, so this is our command. Let me just copy paste. I'm not sure about destination. I'm just putting this command only. And let me try to do ping from here. And let's see if we are able to see some traffic or not on the firewall. See, so we are able to see some traffic, but it is the ICMP packet. So in ICMP packet, we can't see like scene kinds of things. Okay. So if you want to see that types of things, then we need to try something on the port, like for example, TCP port, for example, um, maybe we can do the telnet or to some destination which is hosted on the internet or somewhere else. So maybe we can do all the things in our coming sessions. But in case of ICMP, we can prove here. So like request is going, but there is no any echo reply here. Right? So traffic is, but there is no any reply. So we have ICMP echo request, but there is no any ICMP echo reply. It should be reply. Okay. So let me check here we have the rule or not. Okay. So okay, I think I have built this lab. I think it is some time. So like before 2-3 weeks, and in Checkpoint, evaluation license is only for 15 days. So what we'll do in our tomorrow sessions, what I'll do, I will try to delete this, and I will delete this SMS from here, and again we'll try to add a new SMS here, or I will try to again do the basic configurations and make the same box as a gateway and SMS, and then we can do the other parts. But yes, let me show some another commands which we can run here. Okay. So I hope you got the overview a little bit, like TCP dumps, like how it is helpful. With the help of TCP dumps, so we can mostly know the behavior about TCP communication between source and destinations. Okay. We'll do some wireshark capture. We'll do some live scenario, for examples. What I will do, I will try to put here one DMZ server, for example, CS. I will try to put here one DMZ server, and we'll try to do telnet from this. We'll try to create a production-based scenario here. So in production also, we have the users, and we have DMZ server in the productions. And sometimes user is not able to access that DMZ server. They complain there is the incident in our queue, and they said I'm not able to access on the port 80, for example, or port 443, and these are the TCP port, or maybe port 8080. So what we'll do, try to build. I'll try to add here one DMZ server, and we'll add the rule on the firewall. And in the rule, I will try to add as a deny. In action, we can't allow. We'll try to add as a deny, and then we'll try to access, and then we can observe the behavior with the help of TCP DOM. Also, we can do in the varchar. Again, we'll try to in action we can do allow, and again we'll do the capture, and then we can observe the behavior like how it is doing in the case of working, like in case of deny, in case of allow, and we also do the FW monitors. So like how FW monitors generally do all the inspection, like with the help of FW monitor, we can check like routing is okay or not, security policy is okay or not, NAT is okay or not. So we can do all the things with the help of FW. Okay.
Okay, good. Real world.
So, yeah, real world, correct. Okay, so the reason it is not working, I'm not able to do internet because the license has expired. So everything is connectivity is okay here. So only problem is license. So once we do the license or boxes, it will start communicating to the internet. Okay. If you run this command, let me show something about CPU. Let me clear the screen. We can run this command, clear command in the production also anytime. It is just for the clear your screen. It will not create any issue. CP view is very, very important. We can transfer command or someone called tools also, but if not tools, it is command. So with the help of CP view, we can see all the things. For example, someone asks, okay, how many CPU in your devices? So we can see the CPU. If you go on the system info, we can see like core Excel status is enables, core Excel instances is 3, okay, and platform is Gaia, and another things we can see here. Our CPU is how many utilizes, every utilization is 6%, 4%. Yes, because we don't have any traffic at the moment. And we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4 cores firewall. And out of 4, 1 is working as a kind of, we can say like SND, core Excel firewall, kind of SND. And SND want to divide all the distribute all the traffic to the other CPU, for example, 1, 2, 3. So SND is work as a manager. And when traffic come into the firewall, SND is going to distribute the traffic among all the CPU. And for example, SND maintain its own connection tables. So for example, if any repeated connection, if any repeated traffic come into the SND know okay, this traffic is handled by CPU1, so it will send the CPU1. If it is a new connectivity, it is going to send to any CPU, it is not defined. Okay. So this is how SND works. We'll see all the things also. SND is a part of Core Excel. So when we'll try to see the Core Excel, Secure Excels, at that time SND comes in the picture. Okay. These are the software bullets. So mostly at the moment we have disable, like antibody is also disable, IPS is disable, antivirus is disable. We can see memory, like how many memory totals we have, almost 6 GB. And this is the huge and only 5% is used because yes, there is no any traffic. Also, firewall is not licensed. And this is about secure Excels. Okay. So secure Excel is advanced features in Checkpoint. It is a acceleration feature in Checkpoint. Secure Excel basically accelerate our traffic. So we'll see all the things in our sessions. So let me explain a little bit about Secure Excels overview so that you guys can get idea. Just 1 minute, I'm just putting my chart here. So Secure Excel is a acceleration technology, acceleration feature in Checkpoint. So for example, when any traffic come into the firewall and it is come to the SND, SND is going to be distributed to the CPU and CPU is going to handle the traffic. So for example, 10 traffic come into the firewalls. So out of 10 to one force session is going to maintain the secure Excel connection tables. Okay. So when same traffic come into the firewall, SND is going to check, okay, this traffic is available in secure Excel connection table? Yes. If it is yes, then it is going to be escalated directly from the outside interface. It is not going to be processed through operating systems like security policy check, routing check, NAT check. No, because the entry available is secure Excel connection tables. But yes, not every packet is going to escalate. For example, like for IPS inspection things, it is not going to be escalated. Not a new packet is going to escalate it. In out of 10, 1/4 is going to maintain the secure SQL connection tables. And if same connection come to the firewall, it is going to be directly sent to the outside interface without looking other process. So while doing this, firewall performance basically get increased. Okay, a speed get increased. So for that purpose, use secure access. So this is the inbuilt features in Checkpoint. What about core Excels? So there, you see there is option of core Excel here. And if you go on the systems here overview, just next. See here, core Excel is core station chassis is 3 and core Excel status is enables. There is another command also. If you run this command, you run the expert FWCTL multi. So it will show like how many connection is handled by CPU 0, CPU 1, CPU 2. It will show the connections. This is the connection. This is the peak. How many CPUs utilized is very normal because at the moment there is no any traffic. So core Excel work to distribute the traffic among multiple CPU. While doing this, firewall performance will increase, speed of traffic will increase. So this is how checkpoint is designed. You have any question?
Once we start the class, we can go deep into what is feature.
Yeah. So it is very widely asked in the interview also. Okay. Let me give a little bit overview just one page. In checkpoint, it's not kinds of parallel processing. It is not features kinds of thing, but yes, checkpoint has also developed to call multiple things in the security policy, but not kinds of follow to like in follow to we call like antivirus, anti-spyware, file blocking, viral filtering. We can't call like this in um, checkpoint, but yes, checkpoint also built and for example, in security policy, we can call URL filtering, file blockings. Mostly we generally call our reputation and services. And for inspection level of things, we are using IPS in checkpoint, like antibot, antivirus, IPS. Yeah. So we'll see. Not worry about. Mostly we focus on the troubleshootings. The reason is it is highly demand in the productions, highly demand if you are giving an interview. So we'll try to see the concept and then we'll move our mostly part on the troubleshooting. And that is very important. Okay. So for example, this is our checkpoint firewall. So how checkpoint firewall work before core Excel? So when core Excel features were not there on checkpoint, then how it was working? For example, this is one traffic, and if it is coming to the firewall, just for examples. So before core Excel, there was one concept in checkpoint that is called FW code, firewall code. So when, for example, multiple traffic is coming to the firewall, it will come to the interface, right? So before core Excels, if any traffic coming to the firewall, it is going to send to the firewall code. And firewall code is going to be locked. This is very advanced features I am explaining. So if any traffic coming to the firewall, that is going to be executed from firewall code. And till execution, it is going to be locked it. So for example, if another traffic coming to the firewall, it is not going to be handled at the same times until this first packet is going to be executed. So while doing this, multiple traffic was in the queue, and it was generally create issue related to slowness. Because if 10 traffic coming to the firewall only, and one traffic is handled by one by one, and it is handled by firewall code, and it is going to be locked until it is going to process. So it was created issue in the production. It's not so slowness because multiple traffic was in the queue, and it's get handled one by one. So to avoid these features, Checkpoint developed core Excels.
So the traffic is going to different cores, I guess. So each core processes based on the incoming, something like that.
Yeah, so this is the old concept. So before core Excel in checkpoint concept are firewall code, but these were not the stable features. These were not the good features because uh, one traffic is handled by one time and multiple traffic is in the queue, and user generally start complaining I'm not traffic is getting drop, slowness, reconnecting issue. So for that, Checkpoint R&D team develop core Excel features. So in core Excel features, one CPU we have as a SND, and for example, so the CPU 0, then CPU 1, then CPU 2. So when traffic coming to the firewalls, it is going to the SND, and SND is going to send that traffic to, for example, CPU 1, CPU 2, CPU 3,
Okay.
and multiple traffic is coming and going to be processed right away. No need to wait in the queue. So
Traffic police.
yes, SND is a secure network distributor. It's work to just distribute the traffic among multiple CPU. It's kind of manager. It is going to be define the role and to another team members.
I see.
So this is about SND and core access. Okay. So this is the command to see the core Excel part, like which CPU is handling which connections, how much CPU utilizations. Okay, so there is another command if you want to see in details like FWCTL, affinity, a space dash A, dash B, dash A. If you run this command, I have all the list of command also. I have all the documented. So to do all the things, here is I'll share with you guys also once we go ahead.
Okay.
So we have so many CLI commands on and basics, and also we have some like its meaning and how we can use it. This is the basic things how we can check a backup, BGP status, ARP related things. So we can use that commands. Apart from that, we have some of the debug commands I have. So we'll see all the things. Okay.
Okay.
So if you run this command, FWCTL affinity dash L dash B dash A. L means kinds of list we can say. Dash B means verbosity. Verbosity means like we are taking a checkpoint. I think someone knows on you getting some. Yes. I think Philip, you can mute it. Maybe.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So if you run this command fwctl affinity dash L dash B dash A, so L basically is for the list and dash B basically is for the verbosity. Verbosity means we are telling to checkpoint, please show all the outputs. Please show all the outputs. Okay. So for example, here it is showing Ethernet 0. For Ethernet 0, all the CPU is allowed. All the CPU allocated. For Ethernet 1, CPU all is allocated. Okay. For examples, firewall 0. Firewall 0 means it is firewall worker. So firewall worker 0 has CPU 0 assigned. Firewall 1 is also CPU 0 assigned. Firewall 2 worker is also CPU 0 assigned. Okay. And it's showing the current license only permits using CPU 0. So we are using the evolution license. So it is showing in case of evolution license, we can only play with CPU 0. We can't play with CPU 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. But if you want like, for examples, if you want to change firewall 2, if you want to allow firewall 2 use CPU 2, not 0. So we can do the changes. If you want to assign, for example, we have the CPU daemon. If you want to assign, okay, you want like CPU 1 is work for the CPU daemon. So we can assign that particular CPU to the CPU. So this is we can do changes also in the productions. Okay. Another things, let me show one more important thing here. If you want to see anything related to secure Excel, we need to run this command. So it will show related to secure Excel part, all the statistics. See, this is the command. At the moment, there is no any packet is getting escalated because yes, we are not initiating any traffic on our car is not licensed. So with the help of your W Excel, a space dash, we can see the statistics like which packet is getting escalated. Okay. So this is the core Excel secure Excel command. Another command is checkpoint like CP state OS dash if you run this command CPU. So we can see CPU from here also. So we have total 4 CPU and there is no any percentage of uses because at the moment there is no any traffic. So this is also very, very important command. If you want to see the connection, FW tab space dash T connections space dashes. At the moment, there is no any much connections. Yeah. At the moment, there is no any much connection because at the moment we are not any setting any traffic. Okay. And then we try to see this command also. For example, HA has been failover, cluster has been down. And if you want to see the logs, like what were the regions, when it went down in the productions. So we can run like this command cat. Cat is used for the read the files, read the logs. Var log, then we can use here. Okay. We are in the home admin and then we need to go here slash var. So we are on the var log, and if we try to read here some things, yeah. So if you run this command, like var log messages, so we can see all the things, whatever happened on the devices, like when it is restarted, when it went down. And for example, we observe in our production, okay, our failover has occurred around June 11, for example, 21, 22 minutes and seconds, and we are sure about this timing, then we can go on the we can try to read with the help of cat barlog message, and we can go on the that time frame and we can see okay what was the cause when it went down, and accordingly we can maybe if you not fix it, then we can read the tag case and we can take the attack on the calls and we can share these outputs, the details, and we can find we can ask about the root cause from the vendor, like what was the cause. So this is how it is very, very helpful command, like warlog message is very, very helpful command. Okay. Also we can grab it. For example, let me warlog and try to grab. Okay. One more important command, for example, is in checkpoint, our smart console log is not working, and still you want to check, okay, traffic is getting allowed on our firewall or not. How you can do that? We can do with that for JDebug. So it is not recommended to run all the times in the productions. FWCTL JDebug, And then we can use like plus, drop, and pipe sections, grave. And we can use the source here, like for example, 10.2.2.10s. And then we'll tell user to initiate the traffic. So when user initiate the traffic, it will show on the firewall, okay, traffic is getting dropped or allowed. If it is getting dropped, it will drop by which rule? It will drop by cleanup rule, or it will drop by rule number 2, or rule number 5, or rule number 10. Okay, so this is how it's very, very important. Another things, if you are sure about, okay, we know the source, also we know the destinations. How we can do that? This is the source. Just we use only 3 octet, 10.2.2.2, then a star, then we can use the destination, for example, Google DNS, okay. And then we can tell user to initiate the traffic. So in this case, only the specific source and destination is going to be shown on the logs, and it will show like it is getting denied via which route. So this is about JDebug, but it's not recommended to run every time. It is only recommended to run at times to troubleshoot, and after troubleshoot, just run this command fwctl debug 0 to onset our debugging, so that it will not utilize the CPU. It will not much utilize the CPU. Okay. So these are the troubleshooting commands. Okay. And tomorrow what we'll do, we'll start from the CCTA content, like warlog messages and other stuffs. I will try to make one contents from day wise, and accordingly we'll try to cover, and we'll do some theory also, like if it is required. But this session will be mostly on CCTA, CCTE level. We'll try to see some debug also. Yeah, yeah. One more thing I want to show you guys, just 1 minute. Yeah, for example, see, this is we'll try to see when we'll start core Excel part. So before troubleshooting, we'll try to see a little bit theory. And today I have to give little bit of overview about core Excel, secure Excel. But when we come to the our topics like day wise, we'll try to first see the theory part, and then we'll try to see the commands and how we can do the debug. So like whatever earlier I mentioned to you guys. So before core Excel, when any traffic coming to the CPU, before core itself, if any traffic comes to the CPU, it is going to send to the firewall code. Firewall code is going to be locked by itself. And if this CPU traffic going to the firewall code, it is not going to be passed until the first packet is proceed. So once first packet is proceed, then it is going to be lock release, and then again this traffic is handled by firewall code. So while doing this, it is created some slowness and performance issue. Then they develop core Excel. In case of core Excel, traffic come to the SND. SND is going to be distributed among multiple CPU, and multiple CPU handle multiple traffic, and all are independent to each other. It is not going to create any performance issue. So this is the beauty of core Excel in Checkpoint, and it is one of the advanced features core features in Checkpoint. So we'll see all the things. And one important command here, if you run this command, cp build, cp config. So here, for example, if you press 9 Checkpoint core Excel, it is going to be show all the things related to core Excel here. It is saying core Excel is currently enabled with 3 firewall instances and 1 SND. So do you want to disable the core Excels? No. So if you want to disable, we can do by this way. So this is the command cp config to seek the reset the seek communication, disable the core Excels, enable the clustering. So we can do it then for cp config. It is very, very widely asked in the interviewers. At the moment, I'm not going to do anything. So I'm just putting no and 11 to exit. Okay. So core Excel, and I think I have debug thing also, cluster Excel. Yeah, for example, so like whatever you ask, about FWM. So we'll see all the things when we'll cover the daemon sessions like FWM is firewall management process. Okay, and it's only run on the security management servers, and it's responsible to communication between a smart console and SMS. So if anyone asks in the interview or like in the production while doing troubleshooting, what is FWM? What is the actual use of FWM? So it's only run on the SMS, and it's worth to check the communication between a smart console and SMS. Okay. Also, it is responsible to manage high availability synchronization. But yes, only on SMS perspective. In production, we have devices in HA, right? So in production, our SMS is also in the HA, not only firewall. So we also keep our SMS in HA. Like if one SMS goes down, how we can push the policy, how we can install the policy. So if one SMS goes down, we can push the policy from the second SMS. Okay. Then we will see try to FWD. What is the use of FWD? So FWD handles firewall logs. Okay. So generally firewall send log to the SMS, right? And then it will display on the smart consoles. Then this transfer log from SMS to external server. Sometimes in the company we use external logging server like MLM, multi-log server, multi-log management server to store the logs for 30 days, 15 days. Because in production we can't delete all the logs because for example, if you are doing troubleshooting and if you want to see last 7 days log, last 15 days log, last 13 days log, how we can do that? So we need some external server where we can store our log because it is very difficult to store the logs on SMS. If you're trying to use store all the logs on SMS, maybe resource utilizations like maybe our var log size is full. So in that case, we generally use external log server. Then we try to CCP and checkpoint management process. Okay, so it is a Java-based service, and it's also very easy to use the communication between a smart console and SMS, whatever I have shown with the help of this command API status. Here, CPM and FWM, both are the same one. Both should be started, otherwise we can't access our SMS through a smart consoles. And then CPD is very, very important daemons. It's manage secure internal communication between SMS and gateway. Okay. Also, it is responsible to push the policy from SMS to gateway. So, for example, we are pushing the policy from SMS to gateway, and we are getting some error. So, our first step to check like CPD services, CPD daemon is running or not. It should be in the executed state, not intermediate state. Okay. Then we have CPD, checkpoint watchdog. So CPD work to monitor all the critical daemons like CPD, FWM, CPM. So all daemons are monitored by CPW. It's work to just monitor critical processes and restart them if it is required. For example, CPD has been a stop. So with the help of CPWD underscore admin start, we can start our daemons. Okay. So like FWD, FWM, CPM, CPD, CPWD, it is work on the SMS, and FWM is only work on the SMS. But some daemon is going to work on the SMS as well as firewall. For example, FWD, it is work on the SMS as well as gateway. CPD, it is going to work on both SMS as well as gateway. CPWD, it work on the SMS gateway. VPND, VPN is very, very important to understand if you are doing any VPN related troubleshooting, VPN debugging. So VPN daemon is responsible to all the things related to site-to-site VPN or remote access VPN. Okay, phase one, phase two, phase one failure, phase two failure. So at that case, VPN daemon is responsible. So we can do the debugging on that level if required. Okay, it handles VPN functionality and encryptions. So this is the basic overview about the daemons, important daemons in Checkpoint. Then we'll see like IPS is a different thing. So maybe we'll not cover IPS part because this is related to CCTA, CCTE. IPS is mostly related to threat preventions. So maybe if you got time, we'll see later, but we'll first try to focus on important things. And I want one things I have also all the debug commands. I'm trying to find that commands. No, this one. Yeah. So in export mode, if you run this command VPN debug, I key on. So with the help of this command, we can enable the debugging. And after enable the debug, we can tell user to reset the traffic. And while doing troubleshooting of site-to-site VPN, we generally keep both peer on the call. Like for example, one site is managed by our side, and one site is managed by someone on the client. So we generally try to take both on the call, both side user on the call, both administrator on the call. We'll tell user to reset the traffic. We'll do the capture on our firewall. We'll ask to peer people, please do the capture on your side, and then accordingly take the capture outside, try to analyze it. If you are stuck in the middle, raise the tag case, share the log file, share the debug files. They can analyze and share some result, some um, we can say like some conclusion, like how what will be our next step and how we can fix it. Okay. And then we'll try to see VPN also, like you know what is VPN. First, we'll try to see a little bit theory, and then we'll try to build this IP sector in between checkpoint to checkpoint. We'll try to use two checkpoint and one SMS, and we'll try to configure in betweens at a very simple steps, very straightforward. Okay. Okay, guys. So I think this is about the overview today. Overview, and tomorrow we'll see all the things one by one from CCTA and CCT perspective.
Thank you so much. Very, very good. If you could,
And, yes, yes.
tomorrow, around time, the same time or this time works for me. So, it's up to you. I don't know if it may be late, but, yeah,
Tomorrow we'll try to start earlier because today I went outside. Also, power issue at my area. So that is the reason I started late. But tomorrow we'll try to do a little bit earlier, like 7 p.m. or maybe 8 p.m. ST time, and we'll cover 1 hours. And why I asked Rahman to send the invite because he had the license. So, for example, I will share from my Zoom. Then after 40 minutes, call will get disconnected and we need to rejoin. So that is the reason I have asked him to share, and we'll cover through this way, and it is very very helpful. We don't need to disconnect again and again after 40 minutes.
Okay, great. And we can record it starting tomorrow if possible, if it's okay.
Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, I think Rahman has the right to record, so maybe he can record it. And tomorrow,
And,
but
and you can send. Yeah, I think we're good. The payment. Okay. And
one more thing, like when I will try to explain, you guys can stop me anytimes in the middle because we all are growing, we all are learning. So don't think like just think like as a colleague and stop in the middle and do some discussions, and then we can go ahead one by one. We don't need to hurry kinds of things because we are here for learning purpose. We should we can go slowly, but yes, it should be understable. And not kind of okay. Today I have completed this days, tomorrow this. No, I will try to go slowly, but yes, whatever things we explain, it should be clear to you guys. Okay, we'll try to do all the things slowly.
Thanks so much. And
Then stop in the middle and we can ask the questions. Yeah, let's connect tomorrow. Thank you very much, everybody. Yeah.
all right, sir. All right. Thanks so
Bye.
much.
Bye. Bye.